Learn about the world. San Marino. San Marino is an exclave on the Italian peninsula northeast of the Apennine Mountains. The area of San Marino is just over 61 square kilometers. Its terrain is dominated by mountains and it has a rugged topography. The highest point in the country is Monte Titano at 749 meters, 2,457 feet, above sea level. San Marino is the third smallest country in Europe, with only Vatican City and Monaco being smaller. Basic information. Full name, Republic of San Marino. Government type, Republic. ISO, SM, SMR. Country code, SM. Time zone, +1 o'clock. Telephone code, +378. Capital, San Marino. Major cities. Serravalle, largest city, Borgo Maggiore, Domagnano. Area, 61 square kilometers. Terrain, rugged mountains. Climate, Mediterranean. Cool winters, warm, sunny summers. Population, 33,555, 2025. Main ethnic groups. Sammarinese, Italian. Religion, Roman Catholic. Language, Italian. Natural resources, building stone. Agricultural products, wheat, grapes, corn, olives, cattle, pigs, horses, beef, cheese, leather. Industries, tourism, banking, textiles, electronics, ceramics, cement, wine. Exports, building stone, lime, timber, chestnuts, wheat, wine, baked goods, leather, ceramics. Export partners, Italy. Imports, various consumer products, food, energy. Import partners, Italy. Currency, Euro, Eur. Foreign relations. San Marino is an independent and sovereign member of the international community. It maintains an extensive diplomatic network relative to its diminutive size, as well as an active foreign policy and international presence. Among other international organizations, San Marino is a full member of the following international organizations: United Nations, International Court of Justice, International Labour Organization, ILO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, International Monetary Fund, IMF. World Health Organization, WHO, World Tourism Organization, WTO, Council of Europe, International Committee of the Red Cross, International Criminal Court, ICC. International Institution for the Unification of Private Law, UNIDROIT. It also cooperates with UNICEF and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and has official relations with the European Union. From May 10 until November 6, 1990, San Marino held the semi-annual presidency of the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe. The second San Marino chairmanship of the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe was from November 2006 until May 2007. San Marino maintains diplomatic relations with 155 countries. On the 31st of March to the 1st of April 2013, United Nations Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon was the official orator on the occasion of the newly elected Captain's Regent. Although this country is small, your importance to the United Nations stands as tall as Mount Titano, the Secretary-General told the country's highest officials, the two Captains Regent. In reference to the country's 739-meter UNESCO World Heritage Site, Mr. Ban also noted that the country accepted 5 times as many refugees as its population during the Second World War, and praised its emphasis on protecting human rights. This was the second visit to San Marino by a UN Secretary-General, the first having been by Boutros Ghali's visit in 1996. Human rights, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, LGBT, people in San Marino may face legal challenges not experienced by non-LGBTQ residents. Both male and female same-sex sexual activity are legal in San Marino. But households headed by same-sex couples are not eligible for the same legal protections available to opposite-sex couples. Discrimination on account of sexual orientation is banned under the 2019 amendments to the Constitution of San Marino. In November 2018, the Grand and General Council approved a bill to legalize civil unions. The law, which took effect on the 5th of December 2018 and became fully operational on the 11th of February 2019, following a number of further legal and administrative changes, allows same-sex and opposite-sex couples to enter into a union and receive some of the rights and benefits of marriage. Homosexuality was decriminalized in San Marino in 1864. From 1975 to 2004, Article 274 of the Criminal Code prohibited homosexual acts if they had been engaged in habitually, and thereby caused public scandal. The punishment imprisonment for no less than 3 months and no more 1 year. There are no reports, however, that Article 274 was ever applied. It was the only special provision on homosexuality in the Sammarinese Penal Code. Article 274 was eventually repealed in September 2004. The age of consent is set at 14 for both opposite-sex and same-sex sexual acts. Additionally, it is an offense to incite a minor under 18 years to sexual corruption. On the 15th of November 2018, the San Marino Grand Council approved a bill to legalize civil unions in the microstate. The law, which came into effect on the 5th of December 2018, became fully operational on the 11th of February 2019, following a number of further legal and administrative changes. It allows same-sex and opposite-sex couples to enter into a union and receive certain legal rights with respect to residency, citizenship, pension rights, healthcare, succession rights, and stepchild adoption. In December 2017, the Sammarinese Parliament approved an amendment to a proposed 2018 budget law that would allow same-sex marriages of foreign couples to be performed in San Marino. With the aim of encouraging tourism, Sammarinese same-sex couples will still be banned from marrying. The government now has the task of drafting legislation to implement the amendment. As of 2024, this does not appear to have happened yet. On the 28th of April 2008, the Sammarinese Parliament approved amendments to the Penal Code, outlawing discrimination and hate speech on the basis of sexual orientation. The law took effect on the 3rd of May 2008. The Penal Code also provides penalty enhancements to hate crimes motivated by the victim's sexual orientation. In November 2018, during the final discussion of the civil union law, Deputy Davide Forcellini of the RETE movement proposed to explicitly add the term sexual orientation to Article 4 of the Constitution. The proposal received support from the DMSMT, the Party of Socialists and Democrats, PSD, and the Socialist Party, PS, as well as several independent deputies. In March 2019, the Parliament approved the proposal, 35 votes in favor, 8 against and 1 abstention. However, 39 votes were required. Due to failing to meet this threshold, the text was submitted to a referendum. On the 2nd of June 2019, voters approved the amendment, with 71.46% voting in favor. In November 2019, during the country's Universal Periodic Review, San Marino accepted recommendations from Liechtenstein, Luxembourg and Mexico to outlaw discrimination on the basis of gender identity. The Sammarinese Armed Forces does not explicitly ban LGBT people from serving. The Code of Conduct of the Police Force prohibits unfair discrimination in recruitment. Furthermore, police officials are trained to properly respond to and identify discrimination, whether in public or within the police force itself. Gay and bisexual men are allowed to donate blood in San Marino. Until recently, LGBT people in San Marino went unnoticed, with very few public debates or discussions involving the issue of LGBT rights, either in the media, society in general, or politics. When LGBT groups in San Marino asked the government to recognize the 17th of May as the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia and Biphobia in the early 2000s, their proposition was rejected. The country's sex education program, accompanied by emotional education programs, expressly provide for knowledge of LGBT rights. The Curriculum of Education to Citizenship also provides for knowledge of LGBT matters. There are occasionally reports of violence and hate crimes directed at the LGBT community in San Marino. In June 2019, the electorate voted with 71% to outlaw discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation. In 2022, with the election of Paolo Rondelli to the office of Captain Regent, San Marino became the first country in history with an openly homosexual head of state. Transport. The Republic of San Marino's public transport network consists of a local bus network and the Funivia di San Marino, an aerial cable car system between Borgo Maggiore and the city of San Marino. Both means are operated by the Azienda Autonoma di Stato per I Servizi Pubblici, the Sammarinese state company for public transport. The main road is the San Marino Highway, a dual carriageway which runs between Borgo Maggiore and Doana through Domagnano and Serravalle. After crossing the international border at Doana, the highway continues through Italy as the SS-72 State Road, touching the international border at Rovereto. It serves Sarasolo, a frazione of Coriano, and the Rimini Sud exit of the A14 tolled highway, before terminating at the crossroads with the SS-16 State Road. Several taxi companies operate in San Marino, using the country's main road, the San Marino Highway, and its Italian continuation, the SS-72 State Road. Coach companies offer several daily connections to Rimini, the closest Italian city. The country has no navigable waterways and no international airport, though it has signed several bilateral agreements with the Italian government concerning Federico Fellini International Airport. In Rimini's frazione of Miramare, a small general aviation aerodrome in the country's east, Torraccia Airfield, is owned and operated by Aeroclub San Marino, a flying club with approximately 100 members. The Funivia di San Marino is an aerial cable car system connecting a lower terminus in Borgo Maggiore to an upper terminus in the city of San Marino, running every 15 minutes. The 2-minute ride is renowned for its panoramic views over San Marino, the province of Rimini, and the Adriatic Sea. The cable car system is a major tourist attraction and considered a defining symbol of San Marino. The cable car system transports 500,000 passengers yearly across approximately 21,000 trips. It was inaugurated on 1 August 1959. In 1995 and 1996, it was modernized with double load-bearing cables built by Doppelmayr Italia, and further renovated in spring 2017. As of December 2023, the Azienda Autonoma di Stato per I Servizi Pubblici, the Sammarinese state company for public transport, operates 8 bus routes entirely within San Marino. All but one line starts in the city of San Marino, with several lines serving Borgo Maggiore, Domagnano, Serravalle, Doana, and San Marino Hospital. Start Romagna Spa operates several routes near San Marino's borders, but not within Sammarinese territory. Route 7 terminates near the border at Rovereto. Route 16 runs between the border at Doana and the village of Santa Cristina. Route 160 serves Torello, across the border from Gualdicciolo, and runs between Rimini, through Verrucchio, and Novafoltria. Rimini and San Marino are connected by the coach companies Bonelli and Benedettini, which provide several services per day throughout the year. In the city of San Marino, the coaches depart from the central bus stop in Piazzale Marino Calcini. San Marino has no international airport on its territory. The closest international airport to San Marino is Federico Fellini International Airport in Rimini's frazione of Miramare. Other airports near San Marino are Luigi Ridolfi Airport in Forlì, Raffaello Sanzio Airport in Ancona, and Guglielmo Marconi Airport in Bologna. San Marino first expressed an interest in entering the management of Fellini Airport in the early 1980s. Since then, the governments of San Marino and Italy have signed several bilateral agreements concerning San Marino's access to the airport. As a result of these accords, all air carriers recognized by San Marino have been able to fly to Fellini Airport. The Sammarinese government has been able to decide commercial routes. Sammarinese companies have been able to operate in Italian airports without restrictions, and the Sammarinese government has been able to carry out customs operations at Fellini Airport in agreement with the Italian authorities. In 2002, the Sammarinese government acquired a 3% stake in Fellini Airport's management company, Airadria. The airport was officially named Rimini San Marino Airport in June 2018. The subsequent management company, Airiminum, repainted the terminal sign to read Rimini and San Marino International Airport, replacing the previous Federico Fellini International Airport. The Rimini-San Marino Railway was a 31.5 kilometers, 19.6 mile, electrified narrow-gauge railway that connected Rimini, Italy, with the city of San Marino, Republic of San Marino. In 2012, an 800-meter, 1/2 mile, section was reopened as a heritage railway in San Marino, running between Piazzale della Stazione and near Via Napoleone. The restored section comprises the original railway's final horseshoe turn through the 502-meter, 1,647-foot Montal Tunnel. Despite its short operational history, the Rimini-San Marino Railway retains an important place in Sammarinese culture and history. Education in San Marino is compulsory from 6 to 16 years of age, and is divided into 6 stages: nursery school, kindergarten, primary school, lower secondary school, upper secondary school and university. Education is free in San Marino and free education is available to Sammarinese citizens. To children of all nationalities who are permanently residents in San Marino or have a residence permit. The education system in San Marino is based on the Italian system, and since 1983 the diplomas are recognized by Italy. The literacy rate is 99.9%. Nursery and kindergarten. In San Marino, there are 7 nursery schools: Nido Aquilone, Falciano, Nido Arcobaleno, Doana, Nido Bruco Verde, Acquaviva, Nido Casanella, Città di San Marino, Nido Mongolfiera, Doana, Nido Peter Pan, Calungo, Nido Policino, Calungo, and 14 kindergartens: Plesso Arcobaleno, Calungo, Plesso Bellina Azzurra, Ca Ragni, Plesso Biancospino, Borgo Maggiore, Plesso Drago Magico, Doana, Plesso Giardino, Murata, Plesso Girasoli, Falciano, Plesso Grillo Parlante, Montegiardino, Plesso Il Castello, Serraval, Plesso Giratondo, Acquaviva. Plesso Margherita, Città di San Marino, Plesso Scrigno, Domagnano, Plesso il Sentiero, Chiesa Nuova, Plesso Tappeto Volante, Faitano, Plesso Vecchio Pozzo, Fiorentino in San Marino. There are 13 elementary schools: Plesso Arcobaleno, Calungo, Plesso Faro Bianco, Acquaviva, Plesso il Giardino dei Silagi, Chiesa Nuova, Plesso il Molino, Faitano. Plesso il Nostro Mondo, Fiorentino, Plesso il Torrent, Doana, Plesso la Ginestra, Ca Ragni, Plesso la Primavera, Serravalle, Plesso la Quercia, Murata, Plesso la Sorgenti, Città di San Marino. Plesso l'Olivo, Falciano, Plesso l'Olmo, Montegiardino, Plesso Scuola più Domagnano. In San Marino, there's been a unified middle school since 2013 divided in two campuses, one in Fonte dell'Ovo, opened in 1963, and one in Serravalle, opened in 1982. There's only one high school in San Marino, located in Città di San Marino and opened in 1883. The school is subdivided in Liceo Classico, Liceo Scientifico, Liceo Linguistico, Liceo Economico and Istituto Tecnico. In San Marino, there's also a professional formation center which offers 3 years-long courses on industry, handicraft, services to the person and catering. Healthcare in San Marino is provided through a universal healthcare system, as well as private healthcare to complement it. San Marino's healthcare system is consistently rated as one of the top 3 in Europe. State healthcare is provided through the Azienda Sanitaria Locale National Health Insurance Fund. All employees must register with it upon starting a job, and upon registration, are issued with a health card and number, and are automatically registered with a doctor in their neighborhood. Employers pay a contribution for each employee, deducted from their salaries, while the self-employed must pay the full contribution. Employed persons' dependent family members are covered by their insurance. Vulnerable people, such as the unemployed, aged, diabetics, and those on long-term maternity leave, do not need to register with an employer, and are entitled to free treatment without paying contributions. The state health system covers most basic health care, such as hospitalization, specialized care, prescription drugs, pregnancy and childbirth, and rehabilitation services. Private health insurance is widely used, and there is a series of private clinics in the country. Private insurance grants shorter waiting lists than in the public system, a choice of one's doctor, and more comfortable facilities in hospital, with those who have private coverage entitled to their own single or double room, while those under state coverage must share a room. The quality of healthcare in San Marino is high. There is a series of health centers which provide outpatient services, including general practice, maternity and child health care, dental care, emergency care, and diagnostic services including laboratory and radiology services. The standards of care in health centers is high. The country has one hospital, called San Marino Hospital, with an emergency room and other services. There are some medical treatments not available in the country that require patients to go abroad. San Marino has the highest proportion of doctors for its population in Europe, 4,735 per 100,000 in 2015. It has the lowest number of dentists, 27. San Marino's healthcare consists of both public and private healthcare facilities. Residents, including expats, working in San Marino can access free healthcare at public hospitals, while private hospitals are also available as an alternative. Public healthcare in San Marino, residents, including expats, who work in San Marino can access comprehensive, high-quality, free healthcare in the country, while employees must register with the Hacienda Sanitaria Local Health Insurance Fund and the Social Security system, while allowing access to free healthcare. Waiting times at public hospitals in San Marino may be long even for non-emergency medical cases, which can make it extremely problematic for expats seeking treatment. Public hospital in San Marino is Institute for Social Security, ISS. This hospital features numerous areas of medical specialties, such as surgery, pediatrics, and more. Private healthcare via private clinics is also available in San Marino on a fee basis. The quality of healthcare in private clinics is on par with the already high quality of its public counterpart. Although costs are higher due to shorter waiting times and greater comfort for patients. Private clinic available in San Marino is Domus Medica. This private medical clinic in San Marino features a multitude of medical services such as cardiology, physiotherapy, orthopedics, pediatrics, echography, and so much more. As healthcare in San Marino is state-funded, expats will also be happy to know services are offered at low prices. Keep in mind that expats who require medical treatment in San Marino will be subject to upfront payment for all medical services, so having a health insurance plan is recommended. When it comes to options for health insurance for expats in San Marino, you have the option of either using the country's default state health insurance fund or securing a private health insurance plan on your own. Due to potentially long waiting times delaying treatment accessibility, private health insurance is also generally preferred among expats due to access to shorter waiting times, multilingual facilities, free selection, and more. Below are notable benefits of securing private health insurance. Free selection. Private health insurance allows expats to freely select any specific private clinic or doctor as they would like. Access to private clinics with shorter waiting times. Despite the already high quality of public healthcare in San Marino, one drawback is that waiting times may be long. Access to multilingual doctors. Additionally, for non-Italian speaking expats, having a private health insurance plan also means you can access specific, multilingual doctors. Additional benefits, if you need to. Private health insurance also gives you the option of adding benefits like dental, vision, or maternity care coverage. Sport. San Marino is a country in Europe enclaved by Italy. San Marino, along with Italy, enjoys football, soccer, as its most popular sport. The San Marino Championship, founded under the auspices of the FSGC, San Marino Football Federation, is the premier footballing competition in San Marino. 16 teams take part in the competition. In 2007, UEFA granted San Marino a spot in the first qualifying round of the Champions League. In 2007 league champion SS Murata was the first team to represent San Marino in the Champions League when they participated in the 2007-08 competition, losing to Finland's Tampere United. San Marino also have a representative in the Italian system with Victor San Marino, formerly San Marino Calcio, playing in Italian football's Eccellenza. San Marino also have 2 cup competitions in the country. Coppa Titano, founded in 1937, in which all the teams in the league compete, and the Super Coppa Sammarinese, which is between the winner of the cup and the winner of the league. San Marino has no women's league, with them purely being represented in the Italian league system. This began as early as the 1980s. Though the team only lasted 7 years and resulted in most of the players moving to play with Italian clubs. The San Marino national team played its first unofficial international match in 1986, achieving a result of 0-1 against the Canadian Olympic team. San Marino have participated in the qualifiers of every European Championship and World Cup, but have not won a match in either. The team drew against Turkey and Latvia, after an international career that had seen them experience 70 defeats. On the 29th of April 2004, San Marino recorded their first win. 1-0 against Liechtenstein in an international friendly. Andy Selva scored the only goal. On the 4th of September 2024, San Marino won 1-0 against Liechtenstein in the Nations League D. Winning their first competitive game, their first win in 20 years, and their second win on record. On the 18th of November 2024, San Marino recorded their biggest ever win and their first away win in their history. A 3-1 win against Liechtenstein, which secured promotion to the Nations League C. Football stadiums in San Marino is football stadiums in San Marino. San Marino Motorcycle Grand Prix has been held during the years in Imola, Misano and Mugello. Currently, Misano hosts both the Grand Prix and the World Superbike race. Samarinese Manuel Poggiali won 2 World Championship titles, 125cc in 2001 and 250cc in 2003. Alex De Angelis has won one 250cc race and was riding in the Moto2 and Moto E classes until retiring in 2020. He is the last Samarinese rider to appear on a Grand Prix weekend, since 2006. From San Marino starts the FIA Alternative Energies Cup event E-Corali San Marino, Città del Vaticano, organized by the Automobile Club San Marino. San Marino has a professional domestic baseball team, TNA San Marino, which play in the top division of Italian professional baseball, the Serie A1. It has participated in the European Cup tournament for the top European professional baseball teams several times, hosting the event in 1996, 2000 and 2004. 2007 and in 2016, where it co-hosted along with Italy. It won the championship in 2006, 2008 and 2014. It has also more recently achieved third place in the 2017 Regensburg tournament in Germany. Baseball is generally regarded as one of San Marino's more successful sporting fronts when compared to the state's performance in other sports. San Marino also has a vibrant basketball scene. San Marino Basketball Federation is the governing body of basketball in San Marino. It was founded in 1968. It organizes the internal league and runs the San Marino national basketball team. There is also an annual international basketball tournament held every summer called San Marino Basketball Cup. San Marino Volleyball Federation or FSPAV is the governing body of volleyball and beach volleyball in San Marino. It was formed in 1980. It organizes the internal league and runs the San Marino national volleyball team. Aside from the national team, there is one major club, the Rugby Club San Marino. Unlike some microstates which have had to contend with lack of facilities, San Marino's main problem is one of population. The governing body is the Federazione Samarinese Rugby, which was set up in 2004 by the brothers Giacomo and Michele Rossi. It is affiliated to FIRA. The San Marino team represents the nation at rugby. And the Rugby Club San Marino also plays in the Italian leagues. San Marino have competed at 15 Olympic Games since 1960, with the exception of 1964. The country has won a total of 3 medals, all at the Tokyo 2020 Summer Games, where target shooter Alessandra Perilli made San Marino become the smallest sovereign country to win a medal of any color at the Games. The country has also appeared at 10 Winter Olympic Games, but have not yet managed to win any medals.